Hello, my lovelies, my wonderfuls, my amazing. That's right, that's you. You matter. Welcome to I Am Maggie. And of course, I am Maggie. And I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me what we have been up to. We've been up to all kinds of things, but we are into The Magic of Everyday Life by Maria Zepes. Okay, and we are doing a slow crawl through this book to see what pearls, tools, what we can derive out of it to help ourselves and to help those around us upgrade humanity. So we are doing that magic of everyday life. So we are in chapter 16 now, the magic of friendship. When you do get a chance, I would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and leave your comments. I appreciate you watching the videos and leaving your comments on how this may be helping you or what's pertinent to each video. Like, we're focusing on friendships. Tell me some ways that this might have helped you or things that you found in your relationships and friendships. So we are going to get on and popping. As you know, we're moving towards our first 1,000 subscribers, and I am so excited to be here with you. But let's get to the book. Okay, so chapter 16, the magic of friendship, and we're picking up where we left off. So we're in the axons, right? And she's giving us guidance on what we must not do in friendships. So, you know, how to have healthy friendships. So we are on axon 5. So limit the time spent physically together. Too frequent and too long a time together dogmatizes the friendship and makes it unhealthily stuffy, disintegrating it in the end. And I think a lot of us know we need our personal space and our personal time. So you want to make the time that you are together quality. You don't want to be sucking and draining somebody or suffocating them, right? Every extreme swings into its opposite. So you can go from major too much to like no friendship. So we're balanced, right? Receiving and giving and balance. And we're going to make sure we are taking care of ourselves. So we're giving from a full cup. It changes a tight bond into bondage, obligation. The soul by reflex looks for escape. So we got that? Ooh. We do not want to turn a bond into bondage or obligation, because the soul will react and it will look to escape. Like in Finding Nemo, escape, as Dory would say, escape, right? We want to get out of Dodge. All right, axon 6. Do not take advantage of a friendship's given right to so-called honest criticism. Be kind, right? This right under no circumstances means that we can now tease our friend without reserve, trip them, judge, and directly aggressively, while at the same time we totally disregard their virtues and fail to compliment them on their fine abilities. So this is, again, taking the high road. This is higher order values. You see this now a lot everywhere. It's all over social media. It's in our schools. It's in the workplace where people are just constantly cracking on each other, sarcastic, critical, and it's supposed to be funny. But yet the person that they're cracking on, it's not funny to them. And they might be swallowing it up. They might be taking in. But then you look, what are they doing on the weekend? Are they getting drunk to oblivion? Are they taking drugs? Are they just mindlessly out in social media, their video games? What are they doing now to numb themselves? And how do these programs get in the mind and keep looping? That's not for our best life, so we don't want to be contributing to that. Now, I know we are higher order values, and this is a taller order than not. But the world, since COVID and before that, suicide has been going through the roof. That is not just for the poor, that is for the wealthy too. When COVID hit, a lot of really wealthy people killed themselves too. So I'm saying the human condition hits from one spectrum to the next. And I know that it ain't easy sometimes if you grew up in this culture where that's the culture, but we are higher order values. We are awake, we are not asleep, and we are aware. So when you are in that place, that great power becomes great responsibility. Be your best. Do not add to that stuff, because you just never know what comment gets in where and how that could harm that person. We don't want to be a part of that. We are the part that's uplifting humanity. All right. We can cause dangerous injuries by this behavior. So I'm gonna just hit those behaviors real quick because I just see it all the time and people think this is normal and funny and it's making you tough. And yeah, I agree. You have to be street. You cannot just be going out there like Pollyanna and like, hoo, 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 hoo. No, you have to have a sense. You can't just be naive. You do gotta be street. You do gotta be tough. But at the same time, you want to cultivate in yourself such a powerful energy that your higher order values cancels out those demonic types of activities. So here we go. Teasing our friend without reserve, tripping them, judging them directly and then aggressively, while at the same time we totally disregard their virtues and fail to compliment them on their fine abilities. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And I know this is really hard because a lot of people, this is their lifestyle. This is what they do. But I urge you again, go back and look at the numbers of depression, sleepless nights, suicide, all these things. We have a responsibility as a society to help one another, and it isn't in a pill. The pill isn't gonna fix you. So you have to like find your inner spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical resilience. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're in a hard, dark place, keep going. Because if you do not give up, God will meet you, the intersection will come, and you will upgrade. And everything that was slaying you won't be able to touch you. It will slip right off. So please, whatever you do, don't give up. Keep working the work because it'll work you. It'll help. You just got to keep going. Okay. Okay, when I was going through a pretty rough time in my life, and I had a friend send me this story. The gist of it is like this. There were these rats in this experiment, and they were swimming. And I don't know the exact data, but let's just say the rats were swimming, and they were, you know, on the verge of collapsing and giving up. Okay, after I don't know how many minutes. And they took a couple of those rats out, just, you know, dried them off, whatever you want to call it, spa therapy for rat. They just took them out, gave them a little rest. Then when they put them back in, do you know how long? Something like, okay, I'm going to look this story up so I can get it on and popping, but this is the thing. They said, you know, how long do you think they survived? It wasn't minutes. It was like something like 60 hours. They kept swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming and swimming because they had this idea that they were eventually going to get there and get help and be plucked out. And so the mind knows no real limits. The only limits the mind knows is those that are imposed upon it, either by people who might have hurt you or yourself. So you know, anytime you think that the mind, go to safely, go to a mental hospital or talk to somebody. They don't have limits. They'll rip the toilet right out of the floor, no problem. Fly it across the room. Like they're superheroes because their mind is not limited. Now, okay, we can have lots of discussions because there's a spectrum, but I'm just saying, like, the mind is powerful and it can do, if it's not limited, it will go that extra mile. And I want to tell you, if you're one of those people feeling like a rat and you're swimming and you feel like you're going to like give up, don't, because you have way more in you than you know. And you have to persist through that. And when you do, the universe is going to come and sweep you up. But there's something about persisting through all circumstances that's really important to learn in life, and then that's when the floodgates open. So I'm going to encourage you, wherever you are, keep coming with it because it's coming for you. Okay, we can cause dangerous injuries by this behavior. We not only torpedo our unfortunate friend's self-confidence, but the friendship itself. Criticism, directing, warning, even in the tightest relationship, is only constructive if we are not negative with our encouragement, nor deserved praised at the same time. So, right, again, you can't just be beating someone up, criticizing, directing, do this, do that, and, you know, warn, you know, you have to have, there has to be balance. And also what I've learned too is when I have a good friend talking to me, I'm Tammy, Kathy, Kamala, you know, Some of you all know who you are. But I'm just saying, like, when I got a good friend talking to me, I know that when they tell me something that's not Pam, it's not always the easiest to hear. I know they're telling me to help me upgrade. I'm taking that learner mindset. I got an open ear. I've got an open heart because I know they want to see me succeed. I know they want me to have a happy, healthy life. I know they want me to fulfill my mission. And so that's the kind of friendships I want you to all have too. I want you to have your back pocket of Tammy, Kathy, Kamala, Pam, and so on and so forth. Brian and Josiah and Ezra and Anna and Donna V. And I mean, you know, let's get it packed because you matter and your purpose is out there waiting for you to pick up the baton and run with it. So, thank you so much for joining me. We are the sexiest rats ever. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. When you do get a chance, hit that subscribe and like and leave your positive comments. We are working. Work. Like Rihanna. Towards our first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I thank you for supporting me and I support you too. And remember, you are the magic of everyday life. So when you get a chance, see it within, see it without, and we'll be wrapping up this chapter tomorrow. All right, thanks for coming on by. And you know what's next. Peace in, peace out.